Okay, if this is finding you on or before March 29th, you're going to want to listen to this because we have an eclipse coming up. So, eclipses have to do with sudden chaotic change. It's chaotic. We don't know what's going to happen, right? But we do know that something it's kind of like the universe sticking its hand in and stirring the pot a little bit to get you some momentum in a certain area of life. Okay, so how do you know where that area of life is? That is where the app Astra comes in, because Astra lets you know about your birth chart. Okay, now when you see your birth chart, you can see what house this eclipse is happening in. When you know what house, because every house has a theme, right? When you know what house your eclipse is happening in, you can see what theme this eclipse is going to bring momentum in for your life. So, for example, if it's in the seventh house, you can expect a lot of momentum with your relationships. Okay, if it's in your 10th house, you can see a lot of movement with your career. If it is in the 11th house, you can see a lot of movement with your social circles. If it's in the 6th house, maybe you're going to see a lot of movement with your health. This is something that you're going to want to check out, though, so you can see how this eclipse is going to affect you. And if you go into the Astra app, it will give you a breakdown of all of that data. All you need to know is your birth time, your birth date, and your place of birth. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into the message. Wow. I keep hearing wow. This is going to be big. Whatever it is that is happening, it's going to be big, and I think that it's going to hit pretty hard for a lot of you. But with this is like, we've been needing this change, and it's really exciting. Like, these are exciting times. Nothing scary, no doomsday readings. This is just like pure excitement that I'm feeling. I keep hearing there's like a little doggy on the other side, and the doggy wants to come through and say hello. Look at this, Toby. This card is actually designed after my little dog Toby that passed away. And oh my gosh, you guys, I have so many fun things I can't wait to tell you about that are coming for you guys. I can't wait to tell you, but I have to wait to tell you. So stay tuned for that stuff. But there's a little doggy on the other side and the energy is coming forward. And this little doggy, it's just, they honestly just want you to know that they're with you still. They're with you still. Don't be sad. And if you're feeling guilty about getting another animal, don't. Okay, because they want you to feel love and joy. Okay, they do not have the same vibration that humans do when it comes to that type of stuff, and they have complete understanding where they're at, and they want you to be happy. And how do you know that they're not the ones guiding that new little soul into your life for happiness? Okay, they are okay over where they're at. They're not in any pain, and they're waiting for you, and you will see them again one day, I promise. Okay, I had to say that before we get into the message. I know a lot of you are hurting from the loss of a little animal. They're like our little babies. They are part of the family, and that can be so incredibly hard to go through. So that's first and foremost. I want you guys to know that so strongly. They're all around me. Like, I can just feel their little noses like touching me, like their tails wagging. They're like panting. Like, they're all right here. I'm telling you, I feel the energy so strong. Okay, breathe and prayer. These are the two energies I'm picking up. Now, I just want to say, with this energy here, I'm feeling like we've been praying a lot, and maybe some of you are in that deep grief, since that is kind of like the first thing that I really felt in this reading. You know, whenever I sit down to do a reading, I never really know what it's going to be about until I just sit down and I start channeling. So I never necessarily know what's going to come out, but it seems like a lot of you need to hear this right now. You need to know that your prayers are heard. Like, they're being heard. And it's not that they're not being answered, it's that you're not tuning in to the solution, to the answer. You can't hear the answer because, you know, if you're not a vibrational match to something, then it will not be revealed to you. It's impossible. So sometimes when we're in such a state of grief, it's really hard to see the light. And it's like, the best way I can explain it is if you're looking down all the time. And it's like, I don't see the light. And it's like, yeah, you're looking down. Well, when is it going to come time to look up? Okay? And sometimes when you've been looking down for a very long time, that's when you see those miracle manifestations of angels coming to earth. And I like to kind of use the analogy of like someone coming and actually tapping on your shoulder and saying, look up. And finally it's like, huh? What was that? And then it distracts you long enough to be like, oh, there's the light. What was that thing that tapped me on the shoulder? I would have looked down forever. It's like that. So sometimes angels do divinely intervene in your life whenever you're swerving off course. Okay? But this is also to say to never judge someone else's path, because you never know. They might be doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing. For whatever reason that we don't know, their soul might need to go through that hardship, and they might need to be like in a hole for a little bit for what they're going to go through later on. Okay, so we never ever judge. Okay? Wow, this reading, it's like just taking so many twists and turns. It's like there's not even a theme here. It's like we're just like, Spirit wants to just like boom, 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 like cover as many topics as possible. I feel like a lot of you are waiting on an offer. I'm hearing patience. Oh my gosh, you guys, you can't make this up. Look what's look what's sitting right there, noble. And there's all the animals there. I was just talking about how I felt all the animals, right? Like all the panting and everything. And then this card was sitting right there. I think that's just like a sign. Like they're waiting for you on the other side of the rainbow bridge. There are a lot of animals in this room. I'm telling you, like the energy. I think a lot of you who found this reading have an animal on the other side that you've missed. And don't forget there's cats as well. I know I'm talking about dogs a lot, and it's just because I personally have dogs, so dogs are on my mind. But then as I'm talking, a cat appeared to me, and it's like there's cats too. Okay, and birds. Now the birds and hamsters. Yes, all of them. Yes, even the snakes. Every living creature, everything that's living has energy. Every living thing has energy, and everything that has energy does go on, like that consciousness does live on. So yes, even your snakes, even your grasshoppers, whatever pet you have, that pet is waiting for you, the consciousness of that pet. And honestly, I think the patience, this patience card might even be tied into this, where it's like you've been waiting for a sign and you miss them so much that you just want them. And just hang in there. Just hang in there. It's going to be okay. They're with you, I promise. When you start seeing the signs, when those signs start rolling in, trust that it's from them. Trust that it really is, because it is. And I always know when Spirit's around me, because I'll see like a little sparkle in my peripheral vision. That's one way I see him. But, I feel the energy dwindling down, so I feel like that is what you needed to hear. Let me know if it resonated, okay? And if you don't follow me, make sure to follow me, because I post a reading every day, and there's going to be one that's meant to find you, I promise. But until then, I will see you guys next time.